Delta flight attendants. One of the most important decisions you'll make at Delta Airlines is sitting in front of you. Do you vote no and continue the success we are experiencing at Delta? Or do you risk throwing away what we have built together by voting yes to the Machinist Union and open the door to an organization that has a history of divisiveness, empty promises, and mistruths? Before you vote, you should know the facts about the negotiations process. It's hard to imagine, but let's just say the Machinist Union gets voted in. Then what? On day one, the IAM takes your voice and your direct relationship with Delta ends. This means Delta could no longer act on direct feedback from flight attendants and the EIG. Before negotiations start, the IAM would have to establish its structure. After all, no union has ever attempted to negotiate an initial contract for 20,000 diverse flight attendants with varying seniority, schedules, bases, qualifications, and other interests. We would assume their first step would be to appoint interim leaders. That's right, appoint. These leaders would not be elected by the membership. Often, these leadership positions are assigned to the people who served as campaign organizers. The IAM, with less than 1% of its membership as flight attendants, would first need to figure out how to prioritize the need of 20,000 flight attendants who have diverse opinions. They would need to decide whose needs and interests they favor and whose lose out. Days would turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months could turn into a year or more. And then the real work of starting to negotiate the details of the contract might begin. Kind of. The IAM would be starting from scratch at Delta, and all of this pre-negotiations work takes a long time. It would also take time to form committees and subcommittees. The company's committees would be made up of executives, lawyers, financial analysts, IFS reps, and subject matter experts, all of whom have responsibilities at Delta other than this committee, like supporting the operation. We don't know if or how many flight attendants would be on the IAM's negotiating committee, how they would be selected, what their voice would be in the negotiating process, or how much authority they would have under the IAM Constitution. But before negotiations would even begin, the IAM will want and the parties will spend time discussing the terms of negotiations. In other words, there would be meetings about meetings. Where will we meet? Who should be there? Who pays for representatives to be there? Who pays for the meeting space? When will we meet? Etc., etc. Once that is done, the parties need to figure out what is to be negotiated and where to even begin. It's not as easy as it sounds. Every aspect of Delta flight attendants' pay, benefits, and work rules would be up for negotiation. Meanwhile, colleagues in other divisions would continue the normal annual review process, receiving pay increases based on Delta's compensation philosophy, and seeing quick enhancements in other areas as a result of direct feedback from employees. So, long before any progress is made at the negotiating table, months and even a year could have passed with no pay, benefits, or work rule enhancements for Delta flight attendants. Before you cast your vote, it's important to understand the lengthy negotiations process and to get the facts about the IAM's track record of divisiveness, hollow promises, and mistruths. Stay tuned for the next episode to see what happens once the IAM finally gets to the negotiating table. Visit BDeltaBeDifferent.com today.